So I had an event today with Indeed, which went amazingly, but I got asked a question and I really wanted to share the answer here. One of the questions was like, how do you support your Black employees in the workspace as individuals, as managers, supervisors, stuff like that? One of the first things I said was, don't act like the events that have happened in the news did not happen. I want you to understand that we feel it deeply. Individuals in the African diaspora, we feel it deeply when someone that looks like us on the news, in the media, gets hurt, gets harmed, gets arrested, gets their life taken away, takes their own life. So to have to come into work and have to deal with that, and have to deal with the fact that a lot of times we engage with people who do not feel it the way we do not even acknowledge that it happened, because it doesn't impact them the same way. They don't have that same linked faith. They don't have that same connection to those individuals. That's another thing that's happening to them. And be expected to have the same productivity, to be expected to show up at all, to be expected to have conversations about something as minuscule as a TV episode when someone that looks like you is no longer walking this earth, is egregious. So if you want to support us, and you should want to support us, not because of just productivity, but just as a human beings, because we're human too, be cognizant of the fact that we feel it so deeply. Don't come at us with nonsense in any way, shape, or form. And definitely don't come at us with nonsense on these days. The number of times that I've wanted to call out Black, and have, because I don't have it in me to deal with your little email when I'm sitting here worried about whether or not my child will be able to grow up to be an adult, or whether I will. So stay abreast of current events that not only impact you, but impact the people that look like me, impact people that don't look like you, and lower your expectations regarding the BS that we're going to deal with, because we're sick of it. We're sick of it. It's frustrating to know that there's something that impacts us and doesn't impact you, and that individuals get to walk around just freely, not feeling this hurt and this pain and this anguish, not feeling that fear. If you see a blue light, if your child's going to school and you want to make sure that their teacher sees them as human and not being punished inappropriately. When you go to a doctor, you're going to be heard. It's frustrating. So when we get asked about like anger and fear and anxiety, I want you to know that it's justified. And if you think it's not, you're just uneducated. If you don't understand where it's coming from, educate yourself. And also realize that's not my job. That's not our job to do that heavy lifting. But if you really want to support us, educate yourself and get mad, because we need accomplices, not allies.